everybody, it is your girl, your fave, back at it again with another video. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Rosa. How are you? Hopefully you stick around and you enjoy this content. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join the fam. It is absolutely free here. Welcome. So as you can see from the title of the video, it is a different type of video. I've never done anything like this and I was like, why the heck not? Super excited. If you hear noise in the background, I am currently in the middle of construction right now. So yeah, that's what's going on right here. But I did want to film this for you guys before anything. So yeah, duty calls. It is what it is. Ignore it if you can. Your girl is a lot of things. I am a mother. I am a wife. I am a daughter. I am a student. I am a friend. I am a cousin. I am a sibling. I am a lot of things in life. And one thing I definitely am, or was a certified crash out. I was definitely a certified crash out. It took me many years to work on myself and get myself together, girl. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions about a scenario. What would Rosa do? So you guys flooded my DMs. I'm so grateful and eternally grateful that you guys trust me with your secrets. You guys trust me with my perspective. And one thing I am is when I'm online, I try to present myself as elegant, as, you know, motherly as possible, because whatever I put out into the internet will always be on the internet, girl. Okay, I learned that the hard way. However, I was a certified crash out. I'm not gonna lie. I don't take disrespect, and when I tell you it is my way or the highway, then it is what it is, you know. I am quick to cut people off. I am quick to shut you down. I am quick to leave your life and never return. But reading you guys scenarios literally touched me. I can't believe you guys trust me with my opinions and what I would do, knowing who I am. I picked a few. I couldn't pick all of them. I thought I picked 10 good ones. So let's get this started. Hey girl. So I've been with my man for over 3 years and he goes out often with his friends. Something wasn't sitting right with me and told me to look through his phone, and when I did, I was shocked to say the least. He and his own boys have been secretly doing things together. I have the text to prove that. I am a bi woman, so if he was a bi, he could have just told me so. How would you go about this? That was a hard one to digest. I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot to unpack there. So you ended up catching your man's messing with his homeboy, which is crazy. I've never been in that type of situation, but what would Rosa do in this? Honestly, I would have just confronted him with it. Knowing me, I'm an exaggerist, so I would have printed out all the texts, laid them spread out, and be like, explain yourself. You have explaining to do, because if you're saying you are a bi woman and all he had to do was just be open and honest with you, I'm pretty sure you've seen little different scenarios or different things that he must have done that might have been like, that's a little fishy, that's a little fruity, I don't know. If you didn't get the clues and you didn't get the hint and he hasn't been honest with you, I would just lay it out all bare, because you have explaining to do, the point blank period. You're not gonna play with me in my house, period. So yeah, girl, I don't know, that was a tough one, but I definitely would just like confront him, because at the end of the day, we're grown and we should be having grown conversations. So next one. Hey girl, love your channel. So here's tea. Me and this friend have secretly always been in competition, literally to the point where we are always trying to one up each other. This all started because she slept with multiple people I've messed with behind my back. Because I'm cool AF, they told me that she isn't my real friend. Her BD just got out of jail. My question is, should I get my get back? What would you do? No, because this girl clearly doesn't respect herself and clearly has no boundaries, no self-respect. Doesn't mean you should stoop down to her level. If they're no longer together and he obviously was in jail, that means he's a no good type of person. So I wouldn't even put myself in that position. I would cut all ties with this friend, foe, whatever you want to call her, and I would kick her to the curb, because she doesn't need to be in your life. This is the type of person that when you say, hey, I did this, I achieved this goal, she's gonna find the bad in those goals. You know, you don't need those type of people in your life. So I wouldn't even get my get back. Getting your get back is excluding yourself from the situation and just cutting her off completely, because then she's not going to have any access to you. She's going to wonder what you're doing, who you're doing it with, and she's always going to try to, you know, keep in competition with you. Yeah, let her be in competition with you from afar, but don't let her be in competition with you in your face. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, don't even waste your time. I'm just saying. Me, I wouldn't. Hey babes, wanted to get your insight about an abusive relationship. You said on the channel before that you have been in a few. I'm dealing with someone and I can see the red flags are flagging. He almost choked me today in doing so, meaning he just grabbed my neck and told me to watch what I say. The look in his eyes were a little concerning. The issue is I love him. Aside from this man is paid, pleasant to be around, and care about me and all the little things in between. What would Rosa do? So, I don't condone violence. I've been in a really, really abusive relationship, and I've also been in a relationship that almost seemed abusive. It was not my first rodeo, so I seen the flags that were flagging, but the first time that I was in an abusive relationship, the first thing that man did to me was love bomb me. Now, when I say love bomb me, I mean he did all the little things. He always had money, gifted me gifts, literally told me everything that I wanted to hear, and literally tried to do the most for me to stay. And then when I started seeing the abuse, I just chose to leave that situation until things got physical. So you don't want it to get there. Like I said, I don't condone that. I think that you are a smart girl. If you're seeing the red flags now, then you should take that and run. You can always find a partner that's going to give you all the goods and the wants and the, you know, good perspectives. You don't need that in your life. So I would dip out. Take those red flags and make sure that you leave. All right, let's go to the next one. Hey friend, love your channel and TikToks and what you stand for, by the way. I'm 28 years old and I'm newly single. The dating pool is not what it used to be. Us maturing women are having a hard time finding people that want something stable or something that you're looking for specifically. I'm about to give up on love altogether, but I wanted to know, how would you go about dating? When you were dating, how did you know when to take it to the next steps or not? What would you do? So I haven't been single in a very long time. However, when I was single to a very long point. I was single from literally almost 4.5 years I was single. So I dated multiple people because, yeah, that's what dating is. You date multiple people. I was upfront with what I wanted in life. Hey, I'm looking for something serious. I have children. I don't want people in and out of my life. If you feel like you're going to be temporary, then you shouldn't be with me. If you feel as though that you're just looking for a fling, again, we're not compatible with one another. I would just always go into the date or in the dating pool literally legit open-ended, like ask me everything you want to ask me, because I'm gonna ask you everything I need to ask you, and we're not gonna sugarcoat anything, and I express this immediately. However, if they sounded like they wanted something serious, you know, but they wanted to take their time, I respected their boundaries. You know, that's how me and my husband met. We started dating, we were taking our time with things, became friends, also went out on, you know, started to know each other on that type of intimate level, started spending time with each other, then he spent time with my children, and then we decided to take things to the next level, become official, move in together, and that's how we got here today. So yeah, it's hard to say. You just have to be honest. Right now, you are right. Dating right now sucks, but don't give up on love, because there's love out there. Everyone always asks me like, oh, I don't understand how you find how you found this really good man and how, you know, everything. Girl, because my standards were very high when I said, listen, this is what I want for myself, and I'm not going to allow any person that I'm dating to get in between of finding my husband. So yeah, I dated multiple people and I got to know them, and if things I felt like weren't getting serious around like 6 months, or I felt like they weren't stable with their life, with their work, or they didn't have ambitions and goals, and we didn't meet eye to eye, then you just weren't the person for me. And because my mom would make fun of me all the time, because she would tell me, oh, you're never gonna find a husband because your standards are too high. Why do I have to lower my standards because you guys don't meet up to it? Like, no, I'm gonna find someone that goes up to my standards, and I'm gonna love them, and they're gonna love me, and they're gonna respect me, and they're gonna do all the little cute things, and they're gonna just be for me. You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on your standards. Don't give up on love. You're just looking for love in all the wrong places, and I think you need to hold yourself to a higher pedestal so that someone else can look at you and be like, oh, she holds herself up here, I'm gonna give her up here. All right, let's move on. Hey love, I'm in school for nursing as well, and I seen your videos on the work drama you had. As a new nurse, I'm going through so much. What would you do when it comes down to a work bully? So when it comes down to a work bully, one, I'm a no bullshit type of girl. First of all, I'm gonna let this little slick stuff slide off because I'm gonna count it up as, oh, it was a mistake on your end. You slipped up and you were being disrespectful, you were being rude. This boy. You were being disrespectful, you were being rude. I'm gonna chuck it up as it was a mistake on your end. There will never be a number two. Trust me when I say I don't let the little things go, only because they become bigger things. Now, what I mean by this is, oh, someone can sit here and be like, oh, I don't like your hair like that today. Okay, I'm gonna let it slide. Now, because they disrespected you and they stepped over those boundaries, now they're talking to you like, well, you gotta do this, girl. I don't care what you say. Like, you know, they take it up a notch all the time, and you're not gonna be amped up with me. So yeah, I chuck it up to, like, no, having patience as well, because not a lot of people you can be patient with. So I did learn to chill out, have some patience, take a breather. Not everything deserves a reaction. However, put your foot down the first time. Excuse me, I didn't like what you said. Please don't play those games with me. I'm here for work. I'm not here to make friendships at the end of the day. Period. And once they get the clue, go to HR. If you're not, or go to your upper management. Go to your chief nurse and let them know, hey, this is a situation. This person keeps disrespecting me. This person talks to me every type of way. What can go about this? Maybe they can mediate a situation and it goes from there. However, I don't know. Me, I don't tolerate the bull. So yeah, I just literally, excuse me, watch your tone type of person. Hey Rosa, how do you go about your depression and manic state? Been a follower for some time now and I'm losing myself. Girl, we have all been there, babe. We've literally been there so much. And this is not the first time someone's always asked me about my either diagnosis, my mental state, how I go about taking care of me. Honestly, I always make time for myself. I put myself first. I cannot show up as an authentic Rosa and be a good mom and be a good wife and be a good daughter and be a good student and a worker and so forth if Rosa is tired, Rosa is drained, Rosa is just not happy. So yeah, I show up as myself. I show up for myself. I do things for myself. I give myself mental health days. I give myself breaks. I treat myself in between. And it makes me feel good during the week. Like literally like, oh, I went and grabbed myself a coffee. So now I'm hype. I'm good. I'm having a good day. I listened to my favorite song. Yeah, that's amazing. So now I feel great going to work. I bought myself new scrubs. Cool. I'm going to work flashing in my new scrubs. I feel good. I feel great. Oh, I took a mental health day. I was so drained out. Honey, can you cook for me today? I'm just going to lay down. You know, these are the things you have to do for yourself. And when you're in that dark space, I know it's hard to get yourself out. Because once you're down, you feel down. I've been there. Trust me when I say I've been there. I've been in very dark places. If I can tell you how dark I've been, you guys would be surprised. I've been through the worst of the worst, and I've been there. And it hurt, and it sucked so bad. So trust me when I say, you're going to see lighter days if you just do stuff for yourself. Show up for yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself affirmations. Tell yourself you're doing a great job. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself you are strong. Tell yourself you are worthy. And also, if those things don't help, you can also do alternatives. You can take your medications. You can, you know, go work out. You can find an outlet, hopefully a healthy outlet, not drinking, smoking, stuff like that. Do things that are healthy, that get your mindset running, clear. You're putting all that negative energy into a punching bag, into the, you're walking, you're doing 12, 3, 30, you're lifting weights. Do something like that, okay? Next one. Hey girl, what do you do when your marriage starts to fizzle out? You no longer recognize the person you're with. You're living a day-to-day as a collective, but not a marriage. I've come from long-term relationships. I've never been married prior to this marriage. So I am still learning how to be in a marriage. I'm learning how to be a wife. I'm learning to communicate with my husband and put him first. I'm learning to put myself first. I'm also learning that not everything needs a reaction. Now, when I say this, I'm saying it as you guys need to come as a collective and put out there, out on the table, the truth. Hey, our marriage is fizzling out. It's not working. I think we need to go see therapy. I think we need to speak to someone so that we can come together and we can speak about what's going on in our marriage. Then do alternative things. Okay, now you guys are speaking. You guys are in therapy. You guys communicated with each other. What's the issue? Now work on those issues. I feel like we're rooming. I feel like we don't spend time together. I feel like we need to go on dates. I feel like, the love isn't there anymore. Look at you and I don't feel the same. Maybe we should start going on dates so we can fall back in love again, because you are my partner. You are the person I chose to marry. I'm willing to put in the work if you put in the work. I'm in the beginning of my marriage. I've only been married going on 2 years. So me and my husband are not perfect. We go through rough patches. But I've never gotten to the point where I can be like, I don't love you, I don't want to work on this. So I can't really answer that fully. But in my perspective and what would Rosa do, I would take those steps next. And then if those steps don't work, then, you guys need to come to terms that the relationship is just done and you guys should just end it. All right, let's go to the next one. This one's a little bit lengthy. Hey Rosa baby, I'm in a new relationship and we are currently learning the ins and outs of each other. He's very sweet and this relationship has been probably the most promising. However, he's super insecure and super jealous and I can't do anything without him being right there. He even goes out with me on girls' night and I play it cool like he's one of the girls, but sometimes I want to do things alone. Keep in mind, I've never cheated and I've never given him a reason to not trust me. We are still new and I've spoken to him about this. But he just says he enjoys the time we spend together, which I get. But as it progresses, I can see right through the whole facade. What would you do? That was a good one. That's a lot to unpack. I've had a relationship like this. And when I tell you it did not get anywhere good, it did not get anywhere good. It ended up turning out to be an abusive thing later on in life. Those are red flags, first of all. Second of all, you guys need to be two individual people, okay? So just like me and my husband, for example, John is John, Rosa is Rosa. You guys gotta learn how to be two separate people. And when I say two separate people, like you be you and your person be their person. Like have your own activities. Like I like to do Pilates. My husband likes to go bowling. I like to get my nails done. My husband likes to go get his hair cut. My husband likes to be homebody. I like to go out for dinners. Like we are our own people, but we come together as one. You also need to set boundaries, especially when you're in an early stage of your relationship. It's not like you guys are married. It's not like you guys are fully committed to each other. So you need to set those boundaries. Hey, my girls' night is my girls' night. Your guys' night is your guys' night. I'm gonna do this. You cannot come. Nobody else, none of the other guys are coming. Why would you come? Like certain things like that. But also want to surround yourself with people that also do want to include your husband or your spouse or your boyfriend, I guess you're talking about. Sometimes if you go out with single friends, they're going to do single things. So if you go out with a person that has a significant other and they're also committed in their relationship, then your spouse would trust you more with that person rather than any other person, if you get what I'm saying. So I would say have a conversation with them, put some boundaries down, and if they can't respect your boundaries, then you guys are just not for each other. And then I have one more. Hey love, you have said in a few vlogs you've come from humble backgrounds. I get what you mean. Recently, my family and I have not been seeing eye to eye, and I honestly just stay away. I don't attend birthdays or family functions due to them speaking about me, always in a negative. How I think I'm too good to be around broke people. As if well, they said broke like this. So around broke people, as if it's not their negativity. I don't want to be around. Anyways, I love my family and I have a few I respect, but for the most part, I don't think I owe anyone any of my time. What would you do? So this one's good. This one's good because I go through the exact same thing. I am a loner. I am the black sheep of my family. Trust me when I say I keep away from everyone. I keep away from everyone for a reason, because if you can't respect me as an adult, like I'm not this little girl anymore. I'm not little Rosa anymore. I'm big Rosa with 3 kids and a husband, and you are going to talk to me as such. You're going to respect me as such. You're going to respect my boundaries. If I say don't kiss my kids, I expect you not to kiss my kid. If I tell you no, this person can't come to my home, and you bring them anyway, yeah, that means you're both not allowed into my home. If I say, you know, I'm not going to come to this family function because so-and-so is there and they're very negative towards me, I'm just not going to come, and, you know, and you feel some type of way about it, then I don't need to be around you either. Like, literally, when I say I put boundaries when it comes down to my family, and they hate it. They're going to hate you for it, babe. Because at the end of the day, they're going to see that you are this little, like, they still think of you as this little person, as their young niece or their young daughter or whatever the situation is. I've stopped talking to my parents because they couldn't see me as an adult, and they felt, you know, oh, I'm your parent. You know, no, but I'm also an adult, and you're going to respect me as such. This one's a big one. No one's going to agree with me, or some people might agree with me. If you are not going to respect me, my spouse, my children, my boundaries, then I don't need to be around you. And I agree. If you don't want to be around that person, or you don't want to be around your family because they're negative, then don't be around them. That's it. Your peace means so much more to me. Your peace is what's going to help you be good at night. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't pay your bills. They're not the one sitting there supporting you. Guys, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I hope you enjoyed the questions. I hope you understand where I was coming from with all the answers. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them down below. If you want to keep continuing this series, piggyback off of it, just leave your stuff down below if you want people to see it, if you want me to answer it, if you're okay with me answering it publicly. I'm going to be chatting with you in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it is absolutely free. Join the fam. It's a fun time here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.